All right, what's good, people? Good afternoon from wherever you are viewing this channel from. Welcome. Kindly like, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell to get this kind of content. All right, I'll not talk too much today. I'm just going to take you straight to my screen. Today, we are going to be dissecting one of the most easiest strategy to make a lot of money from the forex market. This is actually beginners friendly. So follow me as I take you to my screen and explain to you what you need to do to go about it. If you have seen this video for the first time, welcome, and ensure you get your pen and your notebook down in order for you to get a lot of value from this. All right, let's just go down to my screen. There's no time. All right, guys, so let's just get down to the screen and let me just explain the basic things for you. All right, so we'll be starting with the basics that you already know, I believe so. So let's just get down to it. You do my screen now. How do I remove that? Okay, no problem. All right, so we'll be working on beginner friendly concepts, which everybody knows. But if you don't know, I'll just show you. So take for example, we are in a downtrend, so we'll be expecting lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. All right. So this is a symbol of what's downtrend. All right, this as well is also a symbol of uptrend, which is higher high, higher low, higher high, and higher low. Now, what does this imply? Whenever the market is making a new high, we expect a low, then we look for opportunity to do what? To buy. It's as easy as that. We wait for the market to give an impulsive move, correctional move, we look towards buying. An impulsive move, a correctional move, we look towards what? Buying. It's as easy as that. So, but for the context of this video, we'll be focusing on downtrend. All right, beautiful. So, before that, we need to identify how to get our trend. The reason why I put down this is just to let you know when you are in an uptrend and when you are downtrend. All right. So once you identify the market is making lows and lower highs, lows and lower highs, just do it automatically. You are in a downtrend. Now, how do we make money using this easy strategy of lower lows and lower highs? I'll show you. All right, so let's get down to it. Now, remember what I said earlier. When the market is making in downtrend at the moment, when the market is making lower highs, you look for opportunity to do what? To sell. When the market is making lower highs, look for opportunity to do what? To sell. Another lower high, look for opportunity to do what? To sell. So this is just what we are going to use for it. Same thing to uptrend. When we are making higher lows, we look for opportunity to do what? To buy. This is as easy as it is. All right. Let's duplicate this one so it can be two. Beautiful. So reverse is the case. This is for the downtrend. When the market make low, make highs, you sell. Go down, come up, you sell. That's it is. But now there's a tweak to this, all right, which I'm going to give my subscriber. The tweak to this is you have to be very patient with the market because it takes a while for this trend to form. And this simple beginner friendly system is not always in the market. That when you wake up in the morning, you are going to see it. But the beauty about this is you can use this simple strategy on all pairs. Understand? On all pairs, GBP, USD, GBP, JPY. You can use them on all pairs, including gold. All right. So it's as easy as that. Now, one of the things I want you to pay attention not to make easy mistakes is when the market makes the low, don't look towards selling. All right. Only when the market makes the high. The market makes the low, don't look towards selling. Only when make the high. All right. So that's just it. So let's take a normal trade within the normal normal live market right now. So we all agree that USD CAD is in a downtrend. This is from the 4 hours time frame. All right. So using this example, I believe you already know the trend we currently are on GBP on USD CAD. All right. Using this trend now and this example. So let's break it down. This is lower low, lower high. What do? You sell. This is lower low. Sorry, give me a minute. Let's start afresh. This is a low. This is a high. What do? You sell. All right. So now the market broke the structure to the upside, getting to this place, then started making low, high, you sell. Low, high, you sell. Low, high. Broke above this place again, created a high, then we wait for the low. Low, high, we sold. Low, high, we sold. Low, high, we sold. You understand? So this is how it is. Whenever the market is making lower highs, we look for opportunity to sell. Now, because the market is making lower highs, does it mean you just sell immediately? The answer to the question is no. Why do I say it's no? It's easy. We need to get a reason to get into the trend. You understand? We need to look for a reason to join the market. Now, first of all, number one, your task is to identify the trend. You have to know the trend you are currently at. At the moment, the market is what? Downtrend. So you pick up your journal and write it. Number one, downtrend. Now, number two, is the market currently at a lower high? You have to ask yourself, is the market currently at a lower high? By lower high, I mean um, lower low, lower high. Yes, if the market is a lower high, now you have to, which brings us to the third lesson. You have to get an entry confirmation. And the entry confirmation we are going to be using in this example is a bearish engulfing candle only. A bearish engulfing candle only. All right. So only when we have a bearish engulfing candle, that's when we are going to sell. So I will take the step again. Step one, identify the trend if we are in a downtrend. Step two, is the market currently at a lower high? If it's at a lower high, it leads us to step three. Step three is what? Bearish engulfing candle. Once you see a bearish engulfing candle, you execute your trade. All right. So it's as easy as that. So I'm going to take some examples so that we can all be at the same pace. All right. So let me delete these guys here so you can know that we're on the same page. All right. So now we takes us to step four. Step four is you have to use this tool called your horizontal ray. The importance of this horizontal ray is to mark your levels. All right. So now when the market has making the lower low, you wait for it to make a lower high. You mark your key level, you sell. Okay. Good. So this is one. These are the lower highs that we have on the market currently. So we just mark them out and use them. All right. So this is it. These are the lower highs. Okay. So now we can go down to the 1 hour time frame. This is we are just currently in the 4 hours time frame. We can go to the 1 hour time frame. Now the number fifth step is your execution can be on two time frame. It can either be on the 4 hour time frame or it can be on the 1 hour time frame. If you're executing your trade using this strategy, you have only two time frames to execute from. Either you are using the 4 hours and you are using the 1 hours. The reason why we are currently using the 4 hours or the 1 hours is because those zones are stronger than that of the lower time frame. It is still possible for you to execute your trade on the 15 minutes, the 30 minutes, the 5 minutes, the 1 minute. But the reasons why we are using this is because these time frames are stronger and it can hold, all right? So that is just it. So let's take our example. Now, step number six. Step number six is what is your risk to reward? What is your risk to reward? Now, in this setup, we basically use 1 is to 3. Once you get your 1 is to 3 risk to reward, you are good to go. You leave the market. All right. And now, how do you identify when to leave? You only leave when you get a proper 1 is to 3. All right. So let's take examples so that you can get familiar with it. Basically, this is our 1 hour time frame, and we'll be looking towards executing trades from this 1 hour time frame. Now, how do you know where to keep your horizontal relay to look for where to exit the market, which is step number 6? Now, mind you, before we entered a downtrend, we were currently on an uptrend before. Would all agree? So now you just go to the previous higher lows. By higher lows, I mean when the market is in an uptrend, impulsive retracement, impulsive retracement, impulsive. Now, these retracements are called this your retracement is now the target when we start selling to take your profits. You understand? When we start selling, these are the targets. You just pick your horizontal rail and place it on the zones, as easy as it is. Then whenever you sell, you ensure you are exiting the market from that zone. Or if your 1 is to 3 is before the zone, then you take your 1 is to 3 and get out of the market. Okay? So let's continue. So this is our first setup. This is a low. I wish I can just use this. Okay. So let me show you an example of a bearish engulfing candle so that you know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So this is an example. These are examples of bearish engulfing candle. We have this. Also have this. Then we have this. Okay. So these are just some of the common examples of bearish engulfing candle. Sure. Examples of the bearish engulfing candle. And sometimes the bearish engulfing candle must not necessarily close completely. You understand? It must not necessarily close completely. So let's just go back to it. So we are looking for our first setup. Now, this is a low, this is a high, this is a bearish engulfing candle. And if we were in the past, that was the 13th of May 2025, we would have trade, executed this trade using 15 pip stop loss, and we'll be targeting 1 is to 3. All right. This can also be used as the previous zone. Okay. So we'll be targeting 1 is to 3. So this is it's targeting 1 is to 3 as easy as that. So this would have been a loss. You understand? So let's continue moving. So once you get a loss, you go back to the 4 hours time frame again and look for your next zone. So this is now like a lower low and a lower high. Okay. So I'll take out this. I'll take out this at the moment. Okay, let me leave that. So this is now our new lower high. This guy here is now our new lower high. This guy here is now our new lower high. So we'll be looking to take a trade from there. Then targeting our normal 1:3. So this should be the zone we target. But if we get our 1:3 before this, that would be beautiful. Close this door. So using 15 pip stop loss, so we'll be using 15 pip stop loss to target 1:3. So we'll be executing this current trade in the 4 hours time frame. You know, I told you about the time frames you can execute this trade, either the 4 hours or the 1 hour, whichever of them gives us the opportunity to take it. So you can see this is a practical example of how the setup goes. This is your bearish engulfing candle. This is your bearish engulfing candle, and that is our entry for this setup. Then we target the next low, which is 1:3. Once you get your 1:3, you get out of the market. There's no need to add more positions. No. You are also risking 1% using the strategy. You have gotten your 3% and you are good. Mind you, the first trade we took a loss, and the second one, we took a win. So this is how you follow it up, and you keep going. Now the market comes back again to the same zone. What do? You target, carry, mark the lowest points where the market was before. Then you use your entry tools to just enter the market using your bearish engulfing candle. As easy as that. So this is another 1:3. You just put your below this zone here. So this is how it is. Get your 1:3, you get out. You can still use this zone again as well to get, provided the market is on the downtrend. Okay, only when the market is on the downtrend, you can still use this zone again. 1:3, you get out. Can you see? So this is how this setup works. It works with the overall time frame. Once we're in a bearish market, which is downtrend, you just keep looking for opportunities to keep selling, all right, and you're targeting the previous low from the higher low. Okay, so this is it. So I hope you enjoyed this breakdown, because this is one of the easiest setup you can get in the market. This is one of the easiest strategy you can learn today, and you are good to go. Now, to spice it up, we can add key levels to this. But me adding key levels to this is going to make it more professional or more intermediate. But nevertheless, I will do that. What are key levels? Key levels are round numbers in the market where prices are likely to make reactions from. It's as easy as that. So now we have 1.37500 is a key level. These key levels can be in either 100 pips interval or 50 pips. But for the sake of this video, we'll be using 50 pips interval. Okay, using 50 pips. Then you just click on the line, go to your setting. Sorry, click on the line, hit your setting as it's like this. Then you edit 1.37500. Now, if you add 50 pips to 1.37500, it will give you 1.3800. Okay, so let's look for our 1.3800. If you can't get it, just keep it there and edit it. You get it. So it's as easy as that. Now, the purpose for these key levels is to guide you to leave your to take profit as well. Just like how the zones are, it's to just guide you to take profit. That your mind should start telling you that okay, according to this current zone, we should start looking towards taking profit. Okay, so that's just one of the reasons for those key, and there are other reasons too, but that will be for advanced guys. Okay, so this guy here is already at the next key level. This guy, just remove one of them, so we'll have one already at the next key level. Click on your setting, come to your coordinates, then you edit 38. Okay, so this is how it goes, and I hope you enjoy this video. And if you have any question, you can just put it on the comment sections, and I will take care of it from there. Kindly like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends. And I hope you found value from this easier strategy to learn and master in a day. So guys, I'll be seeing you in the next video, and have a good one for now. Cheers.